Story: The Legend of the Bird and the Waves. The village elders often point to the stream in front of the house flowing from the deep forest into the valley winding around the village looking like a big snake, to begin the story about the gentle water and the fierce water. People only hear it once and they will never forget it. In a certain place, at the very end of the stream, there is a very large and deep hole leading into the ground. So big and deep that water falls from all over the sky every year, pouring in, never filling up. Next to the crater every year a magical gourd tree grows. Every year, it only bears one fruit. The fruit grows very quickly. It is said that the gourd tree was planted by Bi Tuong. Its fruit covered the hole leading to the ground. Water would flood the entire world, killing humans and animals. Usually every year, when the gourd grows up, it is the same. Blocking the mouth of the hole, water fell from the sky with nowhere to escape, flooding all over the low and high hills. All species fell into the disaster of the flood. But then the gourd burst on its own for some reason. The water went all the way down into the soil. One year, the gourd lies dormant at the edge of the hole during many rising moons and many dead moons. So all kinds of birds drowned in the vast sea of water. Most people and animals died. Only the go-song bird, thanks to its strong wings and ability to fly high, survived the disaster. Belly go waves and beads lots of lines. Go Song flew every day to that hole connected to the ground, using his wing feathers, which were harder and sharper than his arrow, to skewer the gourd to break it. The gourd only broke into small pieces. Go Song remained undeterred, day after day. Until the gourd completely crumbles. The water at the mouth of the hole again flows through the soil. After the prolonged flooding that year, humanity only survived two brothers, Mo Hu and Mo Po. Mo Hu is a boy, Mo Po is a girl. Seeing the bare mountains and forests. Mo Hu and Mo Po's bellies were filled with sadness and anxiety. God was moved and sent someone to earth to tell the two brothers. These two people cried a lot, their tears have dried. That's all it takes to run out of tears. Now you must become husband and wife to reproduce the race. Heaven said so. Hearing that, Mo Hu's head shook. Mo Hu's eyes blinked away, not daring to look at Mo Po. Only later did Mo Hu sigh to the Skyman, "No way, Heavenman. Mo Po is my sister, how can we sleep together as husband and wife? My stomach doesn't like it." Knowing that mere words can hardly change people's thoughts, God chose his words. I will give you 2 seeds. Each person plants a seed 10 arms lengths apart. If 2 trees grow and find their roots to entwine themselves, then we will become husband and wife. That's what God said. Mo Hu and Mo Po received 2 seeds and planted them as God said. The next morning both seeds had sprouted. Mo Hu seeds look like they grow into vines, while Mo Po seeds grow straight up trees. Very cool, both trees grow very quickly. The next day and the day after that, the vine of the Mo Hu tree crawled and wrapped itself up the tree trunk. Then they began to bloom and bear fruit. Seeing things, Mo Hu and Mo Po both thought, God has decided, we must follow. How can you go against God's will? So Mo Hu and Mo Po became husband and wife. Then they had children, many boys and many girls. Their children gave birth to many more grandchildren. Since then, Humanity has become more and more crowded. One by one, each copy was built. Mo Hu and his wife waited for the tree to bear fruit, then took the seeds and sowed them all over the high mountains, low hills, and distant valleys. Then the trees flourished and grew again, forming large forests. Spinney. And the gosong bird species still reproduces. Other species of birds and animals are also increasing day by day. Since then, to keep human life and all species in peace, gosong still flies every day to the place where there is a waterhole connecting with the soil to see if there is a risk of flood like last year. The birds will use these methods. His wing feather shot and shattered the magic gourd. Every year, when gosong is too busy looking for food and forgets to shoot, the gourd grows quickly and blocks the mouth of the hole, and floods spread. At that time, people here often tell each other to pray for the gosong bird to return quickly to destroy the gourd. God, save all living beings from floods. The story about gentle water and evil water stops here, usually like that. But if the story is told in June or July when thunderstorms roar loudly in the forest and rain pours down, the village elders will tell the next part. See. Gosong and Bi Tuong are fighting. Gosong uses his wings to shoot Bi Dong, creating a big wind. And Bi Tuong raised the water high to try to sweep Gosong down, causing heavy rain. After fierce battles, gosong often shoots all of its wing feathers. It had to borrow human chopsticks to shoot again. Therefore, in June and July, people who lose their chopsticks often complain less and search less. And when they go into the forest and see gosong with broken wings or lost feathers, people take them home to raise them carefully. When gosong had enough feathers and wings, he released it back into the forest. People do not have the heart to kill birds that helped them escape terrible floods, precisely from this story. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.